Just picking up by the bowl of ice on the way out. It's actually going to be a little more in depth than what the presentation is. Broken Wing Farm was founded in 2012. My son graduated from his school. He didn't graduate, he completed his school in 2009. And when he was done, there was Upstate Thrive was then called Greenville County Disabilities and Special Needs Board. They had a waiting list of a long line, and there was nowhere for Chris to go. So what we did is we took a greenhouse and we put Chris out there with a couple other kids who were in the same boat he was in, and they worked in the greenhouse and they planted and had a load of fun. I realized it was something that a lot of the kids enjoyed doing, and it gave their caregivers, their parents, or whoever was watching them a chance to go out and go to the dentist without having them drag it with them, or they go to the grocery store. At Christmas time, you can't take Chris to any grocery store because everything is going in the cart. Christmas trees, Christmas presents, they're all going to come home. So you learn you just couldn't do certain things with the kids that you're working with. So we opened up our farm to let kids come out 3 days a week. And the program this year will run from April to September if things go right. When it gets real hot, the kids can't handle the heat, so it kind of shuts down. And if it's raining, then the kids are kind of nervous. And I call them kids because even though he's taller than me, he's still my kid. And everybody else, their kids are still, they're just like him. They're special, they have a lot of fun, and they have a good time. It's been a challenge because the kids, we live so far out. We don't live in the downtown proper area, and the parents have a hard time getting the kids out to the farm. That's our big issue, is getting them out there. But we're still working on that. We do our best to try to help the kids who have completed their high school or school that they've gone to, either private school or public school. Some of the kids have a 5-year waiting list before they get into any of the programs that the state or county run. So that's 5 years that a parent is sitting at home, or the kid is sitting at home doing very little besides watching TV or playing games. We try to provide a safe working spot and an education tool. We try to also have one adult, they have 2 kids, one per hand. That way if there's a fire ant hill or a wasp flying around, there's an adult with them so that they're kind of safe. If they run off, and some kids do, they're going to go run over to somewhere else. You've got a parent holding one and they're saying come back. So we try to have one extra adult there to do the rodeo roundup, if you know what I mean. But the kids, they get to go outside and have a good time. They work out there for about 5 hours, and they have an hour lunch break in that 5 hours, and they have 2 15-minute breaks, and a lot of them use the bathroom a whole bunch. So they don't get a whole bunch of work done, but we try. We're not a money-making thing. This is a thing for the kids to have fun. We don't charge the parents anything, so it's all free for the parents. We do have expenses. We spend about $6,000 a year just on the insurance and other things that we have to have for our nonprofit. So that's an expense we just kind of do with some fundraising. We try to do a chili cook-off, and we try to do a couple other things for that. There's an email list that you can call up, or you can write to say if you want to schedule your kid to come out, or if you want to schedule to come out and be a helper. To be a helper, if you're going to do it more than a few times, we ask you to get a SLED background check. That gives the parents a peace of mind that you're not out there to take advantage of them. And it's $7 or $8 depending on which agency we used to do it with, so it's not a big deal. Some of the kids have a 5-year waiting list to get into the program, so these kids can be there quite a while. Some of them can go do 1 day a week, some do 3 days a week, some do 1 hour, and then they call mom and they go home because it's not fun. So we have all kinds, and we try to. It's not forced labor. It's not you're not going to be kept there if you don't want to be there. We're going to do our best to make sure you have a good time. There's multiple ways you can help out. Donations are always welcome. Volunteering to do some of the work, like the computer here was donated to us, but I don't know how to make it work. So, so this would be awesome if someone knew how to make apples work and could come with your magic wand. That'd be great. And you can always purchase, when the kids grow, they grow vegetables. That's what they grow. We start with strawberries, then we go into tomatoes and peppers and squash and green beans, and eventually watermelon, cantaloupe, and then we go back into onions and that kind of stuff. So as they grow this stuff, and a lot of them are trying to sell, because what they sell, they can take home. They can take home the money to go buy Coke, which is what we don't want them to have, but that's what they want to do, Coke and chicken or pizza, that they're going to go spend their money on. They get a little bit of money out of the stuff that they sell. And they also get to take home fresh produce, and they have a good time with that. We have all kinds of animals. We have cows, pigs, chickens, turkeys, we have bees. We don't let them in with the big animals. They can look at them, and the cows are smart. You stay far enough with the fence, they can't touch them. The pigs, they will let you run them if they think you have food. The chickens and turkeys, they kind of run away from you. They don't want to be held. So the kids can all see them, and they get a chance to see something that they don't want to see in the big city. They have a great time, and like I said, most of the kids that come out there, they want owners to come out again. So our biggest issue right now, though, we're trying to get gas cards for the parents, so we can say, because it's 38 miles from here to the farm, and 76 miles round trip. And if you're driving a minivan, it's 2.5 gallons each time you go. So you have to find a way to make it so the parents aren't feeling like they're spending $80 a week to go out there to have their kids have a little fun. And that's, any questions? I think that I'll wrap it up.
What is your email?
Broken Wing Farm SC.com. Excuse me, Broken Wing Farm SC at gmail.com. And the brokenwingfarm.com is the website. So that's all on these folders. If you guys didn't get one of those, just pick one up. I also have some business cards. Anything else?
Any other questions for Bill?